Hello everyone, this is Joe, Four Soft Corners here, and for today's video I'm doing a VR for Darren over at Return to Collecting. Darren is celebrating 1,000 subscribers for his channel here on YouTube, so Darren, big congrats. We're a couple weeks out of the National now. Very glad I got to meet you there, bump into you a couple times. Didn't get to have, a ton of conversations or anything, but just appreciate the support and always enjoy watching your videos and the comments back and forth. And again, congrats on that. So for his contest, he wants us to talk about one of our gold card, goal cards. If you watch his videos, he kind of lays out goal cards by month for the year. Is like 8 months ahead of the curve right now, but still, just to focus more on what you want to pick up, that's really great, and a great way to do it. So speaking of the National, just show so my goal card first, just so I'm showing some cards. I went into the National, I should have showed the other two first, but I guess I went into the National wanting to pick up one of these two cards, and maybe kind of doing a little bit of what Darren likes to do. Decided I wanted to focus in a little bit more on stand than some of the wider net. Maybe I planned on casting, picking up some smaller stuff, so wanted to focus in on some of these bigger stand mutual cards. So was looking to come in, or going into the Nationals, looking to pick up one of these, ended up picking both of them plus the Burke Ross. So my initial plan was, if I couldn't find one of these that I liked, that I was gonna just pick up the 53 Bowman color, which I also need yet. But found perfect copies in the condition and price range for me. So could not be happier with that. But so the 53 Bowman colors, definitely a goal card. I don't want to set my sights too big, because my budget really was almost like 2 years in the making to take along to the National, and a lot of that was through cards I was able to trade as well. So that's a card, and maybe setting my sights a little bit bigger, the 49 Bowman. I would love the 48, 49 Leaf someday, but just all the cards I just showed there, those three, it probably be almost the same cost just to find one for the Leaf card that in my budget. I know as a community, everybody's kind of, from the YouTube community here, everybody's kind of taken on it's at the very least 48, 49 Leaf, and more likely just 49 Leaf, which kind of would not really make it as rookie, but it's not across the hobby. It's not really like that. If you look on eBay, you're gonna, if you search either by 48 or 49, you're gonna get a lot more results from 48, and all of them say rookie, and people price it as such. So just a tougher card, but kind of, that darker blue color, the 49 Bowman, different batting pose, but kind of might be the light version of that card. So either that or the 53 Bowman. I think I will be going to the Philly show here in September, so maybe a card I'll be looking out for there if I get to build my budget up a little bit till then. But so yeah, that's some gold cards. Really been happy focusing in on the stand collection like this. And so for the second part of this, we're supposed to shout out 3 channels under 300 subscribers. Normally for these, I try and pick different people that I maybe haven't mentioned before or are newer. But for this, I wanted to specifically shout out a couple channels that have really been some the closest friendships and connections I've built here on YouTube. So wanted to shout those people out, just because I will always think that they're undersubscribed to, and just really appreciate getting to know them through this community. So while mentioning Stan Musial, we'll go with first here is Andy from D's Collection. So Andy will always joke with me because I'm a Phillies fan, but between Stan Musial being my favorite player to collect and a couple other PCs I have a lot of Cardinals cards. So is my fellow brother in Cardinals collecting here, but just try and get a little bit deeper with some of the reasons why I'm picking these people. Andy, I think his, like I said, I definitely think his videos are under watched, and just his channel is undersubscribed to. There's so much of I feel like everything he's ever shown, there's so much of like a meaning to it, between his cards, whether it's a connection through like the Ken Boyer cards he showed, connection to his dad, some of the basketball stuff that way, or just the teams that he's watched and rooted for over the years, to all the memorabilia that he's got in person and autographed, and the meanings behind that, any of the stuff like newer stuff with Frank Thomas that he collection that his son is now collecting. So like I said, everything I think he's ever shown, whether cards, memorabilia, bobbleheads, just anything, there just always is a meaning to it. It doesn't seem like anything is random. So I just really appreciate that, and appreciate his friendship, and just reaching out, talking about sports and cards, and all the kind words he's always had for my channel. So definitely, Andy, appreciate you, and appreciate your friendship. I definitely, not just with you, with lots of people, maybe don't make enough time to reach out enough, or I get home from work and just don't think about it. But this goes for you, for anyone. If you have my contact info or would like it, reach out to me. And if you do have it and would like to talk more, kind of pressure me a little bit and just say we should chat more. So and I'll definitely make an effort to do that. But yeah, if you're not, please go check out Andy D's Collection. So next up is Jason from Contrarian Cards. Probably one of the longer channels, I think, that I know of anybody that's been subbed to me, and likewise that I've been subbed to. Going on 2 years or so, I think. I think I got onto his channel when he was doing one of his top 100 countdowns, maybe his first one. I'm not sure, which he's doing again right now. But just always, if anybody is not familiar with Jason's channel, just always appreciate the way he breaks down. So Jason does he posts a lot of cards on eBay. He buys a lot of stuff and then moves it to buy more stuff. And I appreciate that, because a lot of the cards, these included, a lot of my budget for the National came from sacrificing, moving different cards through selling and trades just to be able to build up a budget. I've kind of personally taken on a buying strategy. A couple years ago, I was setting up at shows and stuff, and I haven't for like a year or so, but when I was just moving stuff that I currently had. But for a little while, I was trying to maybe pick up stuff that I thought maybe I'd be able to resell. And then I stopped doing that, just because I didn't want to ever be left with anything that I didn't really want. So if I buy anything now, it's because I genuinely would like it to be a part of my collection, and if it's something I hold on to forever, I'll be happy with it. But any of the stuff that I move, it's not because I'm not happy with it. It's just that there's other stuff out there that I think I'd be happier with. And in order to obtain that, I have to move stuff just with having a more limited budget. And to me, personally, collecting that way, or being able to obtain the cards that way, like the cards you end up with, like these, have a lot more meaning to them, because not only was I able to pick these up, but like I can think of, like not only was it just you know, the money or cards that I traded towards to get these, it was just kind of like that sacrifice made to obtain these. So these cards have more meaning to me because of that, you know, sacrifice that was made. If I just had a budget that I could pick up anything, and I mean, I know there's people that do collect like that, and there's nothing wrong with that, but personally, I just find more meaning in ending up with cards that way. And likewise, it's what I appreciate about Jason's channel. If you watch the grind of what he does to obtain cards, again, I feel like a lot of times there's a stigma in the community and hobby, just that it's not okay to sell your cards, or that you're just like a flipper if you do. But I appreciate Jason and his channel, because I know like some stuff he may be picking up with the intention of, you know, just trying to resell it, but just the grind of doing that, of picking up cards and grading them and then posting them. And I know a lot of stuff, he always has the internal struggle of, is he going to keep it or not? But he always ends up with more just really great, amazing cards. Some of the cards, superfractors and stuff like that he's ended up with is just awesome. So just watching the grind of that, like I said, is just, it's a lot of work that goes into it. And like I said, if anybody buys cards with the intention of never selling them, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, I kind of hate when there's the negative stigma of if you can't sell any of your cards. Like it's just a lot of times it's just prioritizing some cards over others at certain times, and then using those. Like I said, if you just don't have an unlimited budget, using those cards to pick up the cards you want more at the time. So beyond that, just always enjoy the analytical approach of his videos, and just anytime get to reach out and text to one another, and all the help he's done, and knowledge he's shared with me. There's a lot of different stuff he collects, as far as like Star Wars and wrestling, and which he's moved on from a little bit now, but Game of Thrones, like all that stuff, football. Also love that he's not afraid to collect just what he loves, like early 2000 eras football is when he you know, first as a teenager or whatever, was collecting it. And there's some cards he picks up, like Peter Warwick and Ron Dane stuff from the year 2000, that is just sentimental to him now, because it was the chase card of a product that he opened almost 25 years ago. And there's a lot of people that probably could care less about cards, or could not care less about cards like that, but to see him have the appreciation like I do for my Billy Butler collection or stuff like that, it's just, may not be what everybody else would collect, but if it is what you enjoy, then I enjoy watching you collect it. So again, second one, Jason, Contrarian Cards. And last but not least, I want to shout out Matt from THA Card Story. So Matt will be the first one to joke about this, that he doesn't make as much content as he did. His channel, and actually their channel, because it's Matt and Tyrus, and it's Tyrus's initials are the THA in it. But if I'll say this, if you, it's kind of funny how I'm phrasing this. I don't want it to be like I'm pimping you out or anything, Matt, but I know he doesn't make as many videos as he did at one time, but I will tell you that there's not anybody that probably spends much more time just engrossed in this community as far as watching as much content as possible. And you'll probably not find anyone that's more generous or just cares to see other people, other people's collections be all that it can be, whether it's just watching or if it's him directly gifting cards to others to make their collection better. I said, you'll not find anybody better than that. And as far as the pimping out thing, I was just saying, go back and watch some of his videos, some of the Hank Aaron pickups, mostly focused now on Hank Aaron, Warren Spawn, but go check some of those out. Search the channel if you're not familiar with Matt, and maybe you'll find some care package people opening care packages that he sent, not on time, of course, but and you'll just see just that caring and generosity, and it went much more than that. Andy and Jason I did not get to meet in person yet. Hope to someday, but Matt was lucky enough to finally get to meet at the National. He was kind of the ringleader, set up everything with the Airbnb, for better or worse. And then just him and his family, his wife Sarah and sons Tyrus and Brody, kind of just went above and beyond all week to, I mean, they're from Texas, or they live in Texas, and we're in Cleveland, but almost kind of was trying to make everyone feel at home, even though it wasn't their home. But just what, Matt's wife and sister-in-law would go down first thing every morning, would wait in line, in the VIP line, go in and get a table right away upstairs by the food trucks there, and just sit there all day long and just hold it for, so if Matt or any of us needed a chance to sit down and just relax, grab something to eat and sit there, always have a place to go. Picked up donuts and stuff like that and brought, it was just amazing. And also funny, I corrected a few people already, but for anybody that was at the YouTube get together and thought there were just two crazy ladies that stopped in the middle of the road and turned in to take the picture, that was actually Matt's wife and sister-in-law. So it was just kind of funny. Everybody just literally thought it was just two people that stopped and didn't know. I couldn't even imagine what anybody driving by would have thought was going on, but just so everybody knows, that's who that was. But just like I said, just between his family and Matt himself, just going above and beyond, and personally doing that through just reaching out and talking and gifting cards and advice and all that. Matt, very thankful for your friendship and for all that you've done. So these three channels plus Darren, sorry this is going on 20 minutes, but I always like opportunities to shout people out like this, and these were, three more meaningful shout outs for me. So Darren, congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Check out his channel, and if you are not, go check out Matt, the Card Story, THA Card Story, Andy, D's Collection, and Jason at Contrarian Cards. Everyone else, thank you for watching, and just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.